of April 2025, and welcome all the viewers all over the world on the program this morning. This is City Stand and Michael Adekunle. Many thanks for joining us this morning, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria, Urban Newsstand. Welcome all global viewers on the program. All right, in the comment section, please, it's very, very important you stay away from derogatory statements. Just comment your opinions. Let's be civil while commenting on the comment section. Very, very important. We note that. On to the next one this morning, the Nigeria Tribune newspaper and the New Telegraph. What are they saying? Are they stand this morning? Important headlines that we need to discuss. Very, very important ones. As ACF is telling our politicians to address hunger, rising insecurity, inflation, before embarking on 2027 uh, campaigns. That's what the Arewa Consultative Forum is telling the politicians. Of course, there have been noise. There have been this balu about the 2027 elections by the Nigerian politicians. They are not considering what Nigerians are currently passing through. Idris Abdul Karim said it a few days ago in his new released track that the president and the son should please listen to the yearnings of the masses. Let Nigeria be great. That's what we need. The only thing we just need is dividends of democracy. That's just it. Just dividend of democracy. That's what Nigerians need. This shouldn't be difficult for the Nigerian government. Let's look at Burkina Faso as an example. You see what Ibrahim is doing there. If you can't emulate other African countries, you should be able to emulate what that young president in Burkina Faso is doing. Thank you so much for joining us, Emmanuel Obuji Kingsley. We appreciate you as well. Thank you so much, all the viewers are watching us as we speak. All right, flood alerts in Nigeria, 30 states are currently rushing to avert the crisis. Flood alert. It rained in Lagos yesterday night. Did it rain in your area?
Yes.
It rained in your area. Come closer. You said what?
It rained, it showered very, very well in my area, and it somehow brought some kind of coolness to the temperature.
Temperature. Wow, wow. Okay. What about what is it? Did it rain in your area? Did you experience any flooding and all of that?
Yes. Good morning, viewers. Yes, it was an interesting one to witness. I think it should be the first massive downpour. It caused a lot of there was serious deadlock in Lagos State, but the Russians somehow find their way. So it rained heavily here in Lagos, and the funny thing is that the weather,
I
the
think it's
temperature
cool.
is cool.
A little bit
cool.
it's
So
calm now.
it's okay.
Unlike that hot.
Of course. Today is Friday.
Today's
So,
TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF to us, yeah. Thank God it's Friday. We appreciate all the viewers this morning, the 11th of April 2025. Mr. TGIF, you're welcome on the program.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday. Thank God for life. And I want to say that rained yesterday. It wet me a bit, but I take it as a showers of blessing. And good morning, viewers. God bless you all.
Somebody said it was difficult for him to wake up this morning. All right, let's quickly go to the comment section to appreciate our viewers there. Let's see what our viewers are saying in the comment section this morning. All right, we have Egbona Kingsley all the way from Madrid is watching us, and we say good morning to you. We have Sylvester. Sylvester, thank you so much for joining us. Emmanuel Obuji, welcome you on the program this morning. Denge Akinde, New York, coming saying good morning from New York City, USA. Thank you so much for joining us. Babayaga is also here, all the way from UK. He's watching us. Babayaga, you're welcome on the program. Sylvester Nwazi, we appreciate your presence this morning. Akim Additional Bada, thank you so much for joining us. Please like and share. That's what Akim is saying here. And all the viewers, please make sure you like and share this program. Idumwaye, Ricky from Toronto, that's Canada. Thank you so much for watching us. We appreciate all of you right in the comment section. All right, Nnamdi Oanusi, all the way from Netherlands, is watching us as well. Thank you, Nnamdi Oanusi. Straight to the news, the newspapers. What do we have on the front pages of this paper? Okay, Vino, you're welcome on the program. Thank you so much. Okay, to the front page of the New Telegraph newspaper this morning. ACF to politicians, that's Arewa Consultative Forum to politicians address hunger, hardship before embarking on 2027 early campaigns. Address hunger, hardship before embarking on 2027 early campaigns. Military rule in Niger. Burkina Faso orders set back to democracy in West Africa. We send this. Yakubu announces his tenure end at INEC. Mahmoud Yakubu announces his tenure end at INEC. Commission yet to take final decision on what it was delineation. All right, on to the next one. We have federal government. What's the federal government saying? Ogun, Oyo, Oshun, Ondo, Lagos, Delta, Ekiti. Edo risk severe flooding. Ogun State, Oyo, Oshun State, Ondo, Lagos State, Delta, Ekiti risk severe flooding. All right, I think there should be drastic measures to this. We need to avert this. Very, very important to do that. Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning, the 11th of April 2025. Boldly written on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper on page 15. Growing disaffection in PDP. Growing disaffection in PDP puts party's future in doubt. Puts party's future in doubt. That's the ongoing crisis in PDP. It is not only PDP that is witnessing this internal field or crisis. The ruling of Progressive Congress too. Is that what? Labour Party as well. No, they are all experiencing this. And let's see how they will pull their home not together. How their house together. Uromi killings. Federal government Edo governor sets up fact-finding committee. Somebody is saying what kind of fact-finding committee are they setting up? Haven't the Fulanis, haven't the Northerners be killing some of the Southerners in their own region? What about us? All about this fact-finding committee that you are talking about here. But we have it here on Uromi killings. Federal government Edo governor sets up fact-finding committee. This is on page 13 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. On to the next one, down the paper. This is on page 12 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Afenifere honors Adebanjo with symposium. Afenifere honors Adebanjo with symposium. Obi Osutokun Bode George Ezekwesile Igodalo others in attendance. You can go to page 12 to see this. World Trade Organization warns tariff war could cut US-China trade by 80%, pull down world economy. This is on page 6 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. To the next one, attack on Plateau communities ploy to wipe out indigenous settlements, says the governor of Plateau, Mutfwan. Thank you so much for joining us once again. This is Citizen, and I'm Michael Adekunle, the anchor of the program. Let's quickly have ESA. The start this morning. Okay, we can have our two persons together. You're welcome, gentlemen, once again.
Thank you very much for having me. Good morning, our esteemed viewers, our global audience, our ardent listener, and our reviewer. I say good morning to you all. It's another Friday, and we thank God for seeing this day.
All right, so yes,
good morning. It's a Friday day. Thank God for today. And we thank also our viewers. It's already weekend. We are looking forward to having a good day today. And especially, I'm talking about your birthday that's coming up on Monday. On Monday. we have to be ready because a lot will be rolled out on Monday. A lot of drones will be rolled out.
What are you getting ready for?
We
I know
should
get
be
money.
able to mark your birthday either by hook or crook on Monday. Yes, it's a good one. We do it because in Nigeria, I think you are one of the pace setters of this kind of platform, and it's worth celebrating. And that's the only way we can also, on our own respective ways, show our respect. And I don't know how to put it. I don't know. But that's the way I feel. And I think before that Monday, the heavens will be open by God's grace.
All right, thank you so much.
I also want to add my voice to your birthday that is coming on Monday. I never knew that it is so close, even though that the cat has just been let out of the bag. But even though I thank God that for your life, for the industry that you have shown in this profession, your I mean your unwavering commitment to balance issues on this platform. I want to say more grease to your elbow. This will not be your last.
Amen.
And you will continue to don more and more and more out of good tidings in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And also to tell you that our cake is going to be very big come by Monday, because there's no escaping escapist mentality on your part to escape it. We are already warming our mouth, and we are going to take a purgative for whatever, to wait in anticipation of what you have for us.
Because this one will not be a low key. We are not Avert, Tinubu.
Low key celebration.
We're not going to do any low key in that regard. So it's a good one, and happy birthday in advance.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys for the support as well. Now, all through these years, you've been very, very supportive. And thank you so much. May God continue to bless you all. All right, to the viewers on the platform, I say thank you to you too. I humbly appreciate your support, your kindness, your gestures, and everything. For how many years now? They've been with me. When I left my former place, another place, you always see them, follow up. Well, I say thank you to every one of you. All right, Abdul Ghanim, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Today, Chima, the chief, is here. Ordinary Taiwo is also here with us this morning. Sylvester is also here. Thank you so much. Happy birthday in advance. Okay, Sylvester, I really appreciate you. Kingsley Smith, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Are we supposed to be talking about the 2027 election when we know that we have crises that we are facing in Nigeria? Rising hunger crisis, rising inflation, rising insecurity that we've not been able to solve in the country. This is what Arewa Consultative Forum is saying this morning to politicians. Drop the focus on 2027 and attend to the crisis in the land. What do you have to say?
Let me tell you very clearly. I think last month we blow it up here that the campaign have started. It's expected.
It's expected.
Yes, it's expected.
Why is it expected?
These are politicians. Are they not politicians? We are seeing their realignment, opposition here and there. Government, unleashing one thing or the other, trying to make sure they consolidate on the agenda for 2027. It's expected. Anybody that is telling you that it's not expected is just not saying the truth. Immediately, I think it become very significant early this year. And that is how it's been played in this part of the country. Whether people are dying, whether herdsmen are killing people, whether Boko Haram ambushing farmers here and there, it is not their business. They have the police, they have the army to protect them. They have what it takes to survive at any point in time. They can decide to. The president is not in the country. The vice president is not in the country.
I think it's back.
Is he back? The vice president? Is he back? Yeah. None of them, you understand, they are just doing the normal thing and all that. So SCF should not be telling us as if we don't know what's happening in this country. They contributed to the situation we are in today. So they know, and they coming to tell politicians as if they don't know that the campaign has started. It has started. Campaign has started. There's massive, at this period. It is not during election period that they begin to distribute logistics here and there. It is within this period they begin to identify, places, groups, and all that begin to, so that by that time it's not at the election time they will start doing all those logistics. It is now, so it has started. So people are beginning to identify their interest, who do I follow, what is my group, everything is being tabulated within this period. You understand? So there's nobody's going to stop them. That's the truth, So whether there's hunger in the land or not, most of them, I don't believe they are actually, interested in that, But what they want is that as long as, they are there and they have achieved their whatever interest they are looking for, and anything goes.
But don't you think this is so early, so too early? And why is it that it is now that the politicians are talking about 2027? We've not even reached 2026. We've not even finished 2025. Are they doing it because of the non-performance of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, or the scope performance of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration that people perceive? That's what people say.
You see, Mike, you see, politicians have a way they move. They have this slide move. They move in a way like, they move in a way that you never can really tell what they are up to. But we all know all these schemings, both left and right, is just about politicking. You understand? How on earth? Yeah, and it even goes to show that the insensitivity on the part of our politicians towards the plight of the masses. Because the masses are hungry. We have a lot of things to contend with that is confronting us in the face. And these people are busy talking about the next one, when the one that they are currently being given, or rather stolen, whatever, is not being utilized to the fullest. And they are now warming up for another one. Does it not make a mockery of whatever democracy stands for? Or do they really know do they really know the true meaning of democracy and what it stands for? I think it's just laughable to me, because now the rain has started, and any rainy season is the time for farmers to go to their respective farm states to cultivate and plant. You understand? Now the elders or the extremists or the terrorists, whatever semantic that is being used to qualify them, they are busy going to all these farmland to kill those people that are going to produce food for the masses to eat. Then the government is not even seeing it as seeing it in a way that this is something that is important, that they should raise emergency stuff on. They are busy talking about politics. It's a kind of a shame. It's a jamboree.
Are citizens being gaslighted into focusing on political stability? When we have real issues that are supposed to be solved, are we being gaslighted into focusing on political stability or what?
Of course,
there are real issues on ground.
Yes,
and we've not solved
yes.
So why are we focusing on politics?
Some they call loyalists to the respective party leaders or governors or whatever you call them, are not feeling what over 200 million Nigerians are feeling at this point in time. So those 200 million Nigerians are just looking for a way to even have 1 square meal a day. Because you can see what the analysis the presidential aide came up with, that anybody that's have up to $1 in a day, that can spend up to $1 in a day to go and glorify God. In fact, anywhere you see Tinubu, bow down for him for that $1. You understand? So it tells you what they feel and how they think and how they reason, the philosophy of which they brought in leadership in this country. So what is $1 going to do for an average Nigerian? And they are clapping their hands that any Nigerian that can lay his hand on 1,000 should celebrate. So I tell you, millions of Nigerians, might not be talking about 2027 presently now, apart from those core loyalists, those who are very close to them. So most Nigerians are interested in, how do I not even to pay for house rent, not even to, it is food first. So how a man with 2 families or 5 families with a wife can be able to live on 1,000 naira per day in this kind of situation where the system has brought us? So I don't know the justification for that, but I can tell you from my own little point of view, most Nigerians are not talking about. In fact, those who are talking about it now is that they are looking for a way to even vote APC out completely, if it is possible.
But
Majority of them, unless those who want to play the ethnic card on the table, themselves, the APC government themselves know that there's going to be an issue 2027 because of the poor, reckless performance of this administration. I told you yesterday, about the issue that has to do with the appointment so far. You can see the error that the federal government has revised it. And whether they're going to revise it truly to do the needful, but that's their own way. But we keep on pointing these things the way it should be without having any reservation over how Nigerians have been governed for years now without any direction and purpose. It's unfortunate.
But why are we so keen about the 2027 election? Why are Nigerians not prioritizing national restructuring of the country?
You see, you cannot place something on nothing. I've already canvassed it on this platform severally that the ground norm, the constitution that is being fostered to us by those military hegemony is not a people-oriented constitution. And as such, when you don't have a people-oriented constitution in place, what do you have? All manners of infractions will continue to rear to the fore, as we currently have it now. That is why you see that every of our daily lives is strong with all kind of solid manners of character and abnormality and absurdities, because we cannot continue praying God for praying God to send his chariot down on us to come and solve our problem, when we know that the problem itself lies in our own very hand. I want to believe that without sounding immodest, that the politicians, they have already crafted their act in a way that they know how to sway our mind off something that is germane to the welfare of the people in this country. Because they will just throw something into the public space, and we start continuing to busy ourselves and neglecting the core issues that are facing every average Nigerians. And what are the core issues, if you may ask? Then the core issue is hunger. When the primary needs of man is being threatened, then human life existence is endangered. I want to believe that the politicians know what they do. They are only symbolic with whatever they want to, their own interest, not the interest of the masses. That is.
All right, sorry, let me just move to the comment section. Sorry about that. Tell what Lord, I disagree with you, Mr. Michael Adekunle, by using the word underperformer. Or President Bola, maybe underperforming also, or President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. President is doing really well. Let's call out the governors. Well, is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu really performing? Has his performance translated into...
No. Okay, yes. You see, he has right to say what he said, but if we come down to face the real facts, to assess him properly, we know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the head. I don't want to start talking about subunits of the federal system, which has to do with the governors and all the rest of them, all that, But most of the things that affect the economy comes direct from the leadership, not the governors. You understand what I'm saying? Policies are being formulated up there. Any policy that comes from there, the units of the federal system have to queue in. I can give you one instance, and I keep on saying it. The only the place I see some level of difference is in crude oil pumping money. That crude oil money You see how everybody concentrated there, including the president himself. Now I think I think last week or this week we hit up to 2 million barrels per day. That's the only thing. But nothing. Are you talking about deficit? Are you talking about debt? Are you talking about which area now? Are you talking about the rate of dollar? Are you talking about the economy? Are you talking what is it? Okay, Buhari self na cent. Abi, so Buhari na cent now. Abi, you want to tell me that Buhari is a cent now? With all the military, everybody, I remove this one. You know, you have brought your own men. Still, what is happening is still happening. Tell me one area where Bola Ahmed Tinubu has performed. I think we rate a government by his policies of economy. Economy first. Is it electricity? Is it road? Is it which one should we talk about? At least, but the funniest thing is that he took it from where it was, though as bad as it was, to the worst. And it's not in the country, it's in France. I don't know what people are asking. There must be something that's happening in France Nigerians doesn't know. Because it doesn't go to anywhere. Again.
It only goes to France.
France.
What the relationship, the relationship that is going on between. What's going on between Macron?
Bro, let us assume you went to visit Macron, but Macron is not in France currently now. Since you went there, Macron is not in the country.
So what's all about France?
I think that thing need to be investigated and find out what maybe that's where he gets his normal medical attention. Maybe he feels that that place is the best, But
maybe it's a home for him.
He's going to rest to review what he has done so far. Nigerians doesn't know about that, but I can tell you.
Why not in Nasirok?
There's no clinic there now. The one they built has collapsed. They said Jonathan Buhari built. The wife of Buhari that time was struggling with one other person.
So what's the duty of the president? What is he supposed to do?
Bro, let me tell you. Let me tell you. I don't want to say that Tinubu is overwhelmed. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say he's overwhelmed. But I want to say that, the virus that made Nigeria maybe has also affected him.
I'm coming to you. If Tinubu is really performing as Odulade claims, has it translated into any meaningful impact on the lives of Nigerians?
You see, Odulade is entitled to his opinion. But what I will always say is that we can see the reality on the ground. This is city stand. We are live here in Oba. And whatever we see is what we see. We don't just mince word. You see, if Tinubu, according to Odulade, what do you call it? Is it Odulade? Odulade Taiwo.
You don't watch it.
You understand? If he's saying he performed, maybe that is the opinion. I have to respect his opinion. But the generality of the masses knows that the underperforming of this APC government has also thrown a lot of people into hardship. I want to say one thing here, because if his his jamboree journey abroad is something is of persuasive value to investors to come to this country and invest, I think by now we should have been seeing the results of all this. But now his journey abroad has never brought anything meaningful to this, because we are in the quagmire now. For any investor to come into this country, there must be a kind of a bedrock on which he or she will thrive on. And what are the bedrocks? The bedrock of security and the government has to create an enabling environment for any business to thrive. Do we have it? As currently stands now in this country, we don't have it. Even the ones that are operating, they are operating at abysmal low level. The percentage is so low, and that is why you see closures of industries at an alarming rate. And what does that translate? It translates that there is going to be a lot of hardship the more, when the ones that are supposed to continue to thrive are now being shut down. Then, if you now tell me that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been in France for a while now, What has he gone there to do? If it's on medical trip, it shows that to me, a sensible leader will not go on a medical trip when he has some capable hands in the country. What he needs to do is to make sure and revamp all those comatose medical centers and health institutions in the country so that he can compete side by side with what obtains in civilized crime. And I believe his trip, any trip that he makes abroad, he takes a lot of foreign exchange off the covers of the country, of the treasury, and the implication of that. And why can't we develop our own hospitals when we have all the human resources? And if you check the percentage of medical staffs that are operating in all these civilized countries, Nigeria has some sizable chunk of them working in all these. Why can't we do something that will entice them and bring them back home, and so that we ourselves can have our own grown institution that is going to bet an egalitarian society?
All right, Odeze Chima is talking here. What was he saying? Guys, his opinion is that of a dunce who is heralded with Baba Sokwe mentality. Nothing more. Move on from him, Mr. Okay. Are you responding to?
I think, yes, Mike. You know what? Let me just add one or two things. For the sake of clarity, some of them where they abroad, bro, say that abroad, you get some level where they go there like that. They go just they like say what is happening there is happening here in Nigeria. The atmosphere is the same, everything is the same. But when you come down and experience him too, if you come down and experience Nigeria, not as a millionaire or a billionaire, experience Nigeria as an ordinary citizen, you will know the truth. Nothing. Since I became of this age, I've not benefited anything from the government of Nigeria. As maybe because I'm not a citizen.
Oh, Tinubu, you don't want to talk about the governors? That's what Lade.
Yeah, no. Okay. Yes, Odlade. Let me tell you about. I said it. Let me say something. Those governors form policies of national interest.
And Odeze is
No,
asking.
no, I'm not coming again. I'm coming.
He's asking the question: is it governors that removed subsidy?
No. I want to take that. You see, that's what they call body language. Okay. Do you know why the Bible said that the man is the head of the family, and the head of the man is Christ? No, physically, man is the head of the family. If anything goes wrong in that family, who do they hold responsible? They don't talk about the child. They hold the man responsible, because it is being believed that morals might have been transferred to the son or to the daughter. You will not hear like father, like son. That kind of understanding. You understand? So when you look at the father, and he knows that when I am passing the other hand to my first son as the first child of the family or whatever, that he is going to carry the mantle as expected of the integrity of the father. So when the son goes there and do something, the father has said, no, it is not my son. Yes, it is my son. What we are saying is that if the governors, that some of these governors who are not doing the right thing, well, it doesn't stop them, the president, for calling the attention of. Moreover, the governors themselves are under the policies
Of the president.
Whatever that is being thrown up there affects everything on the ground. As simple as that. So that's why for some governors to go extra mile, they are not going to change any national policy. Even in the state level, they're only busy doing a kind of legislation that has to do with the same thing that's happening in the presidency. Unless we begin to see drastic leadership change from the top to the. Bros, go to Burkina Faso now and ask Ibrahim Traore. Look at the margin now. Look at the gap. Look at the news everywhere. Look at the celebration. The man, how many years in office? Let me just put it down. Look at what the young man is doing. Look at what the Burkina Bears themselves are talking about. Look at what some But this guy in Nigeria now, this military guy in Nigeria now, he saw what happened a few days ago. He said we're not interested in anything in France again. He changed the Nigerian language to Hausa.
Hausa, yeah.
Do you understand? Because we cannot continue to engage ourselves in this agenda. We need to, the black man need to decolonize whatever that is bothering him, and it has to come from leadership. The governors, most governors have not too much blame. No? Are you going to hold the governor for a price of Gary for 1,000 naira, a cup of Gary for 1,000 naira? Are you going to hold governor? I don't know the justification for that.
All right, Bayaga cited an example here, and he's saying that, Mike, can you allow anyone to behave anyhow on this platform? You are responsible for what? You are responsible for anything happening here. Okay, you are responsible for anything happening here. You are the head.
Yes.
Just
I think it was going to give you instances.
Instances.
You understand? If you talk about city stand, you are the head. If you talk about reviewers, every reviewer is under your control.
So if anything happens,
yes, you'll be heard, you'll be called first. Then now you know how you are going. Maybe you are going to be having update for your reviewers, updating them, or what they call. They call it, what do they call? Ad hoc, whatever, a lesson or a kind of training, or a kind of symposium where you brief them on daily basis, on money basis, on etiquette and whatever, how to because if they say nobody's going to ask you who is, no, you'll be called to, they'll call your attention first before any other thing. So the problem is cannot be given to the governors 100%. The federal, the presidency, they have a more this thing to bear.
All right, still on it. Odunlade is not subscribing to what you guys are saying here. Mr. Vincent, call out your governors. They are getting more money. What are they doing with the money? Please forget any party affiliation.
Odunlade Chaiwo, I know that I know that you know how the workings of Nigerian government, how it works. You see, most of now we have the APC-led administration in the country, and we also equally have some other parties holding reins in their various states. And if our politicians are sensible enough, they would have worked hand in hand to see that governance is enjoyed up to the grassroots. As you can see now that everybody, because you are an appendage of a political party, then it means that whatever your party manifesto or whatever you need to do has to tailor with your party programs. Then forgetting that governance is an holistic thing, that it has to cut across all those borders of appendages, so that it will make it more holistic for people to enjoy. In a situation whereby the governors is acting in abeyance to what the governors are doing, how can there be cohesion in terms of administration? There can never be cohesion. We all know what happens in other civilized crimes, like in the United States of America. Trump is the president of America. He is not the president of the Republican. Neither is he the president of the Democratic Party. He's the president of the United States of America. If we can have all those kind of view or objective, the way it is being run in other civilized crime, I think Nigeria will be the better for it. But when you look at the way things are being run here, first of all, the constitution is already, there are a lot of lacunas in the constitution. The constitution is not a well-laid document for this country to thrive on. And how can something that is not being laid, and you expect that thing to produce a golden egg? It can never, because it's not a people-oriented constitution. I will continue to say it until when Nigerians sit down and come out and say, okay, we all have decided, according to our peculiarities, that this is our ground norm that is going to guide us, and everybody will sworn an oath to it and sworn an allegiance to it, that is going to be upheld in all stratas of our national life. Then we can begin to say we want to have an egalitarian society, which we are already hoping for, and we will be no sure in no distant time.
Okay, before I let you go, Onyesi and Mr. Vincent, can the politicians jettison the idea of this 2027 election?
No, I don't think they can because that's what they live for, And I just want to say something about what Taiwo Glade is saying, That kind of arrangement can only work in a system where every state is being empowered to be independent of the federal system. That's when we can hold our governors responsible. But as it stands now, it will be very difficult to do that. But anyway, Aluta continua. The election is ongoing and nobody can stop them. And that is how it is being played in this part of the world.
Unless their DNA, our politicians, their DNA is changed. But they can never stop mounting that aspiration of 2027. It is already embedded in their DNA, their bloodstream. And there are some people that they have nothing else they do in life than politics, and they will not sleep over that aspect of saying that they will not do politics. It will make them sick because they see that as a buffer zone for there to have their own slice of the cake.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Vincent. You're welcome, Mr. Kule, once again. Mr. Femi also.
Good morning, Mr. Michael, and good morning to all our, extreme viewers across the globe.
Yeah, it's a pleasure for you to have me. Thank God it's Friday, and God bless you all. God bless the viewers, and God bless every one of us.
If the president is a working president, do you think Nigerians will be campaigning for 2027 election by this time or this time?
Yeah, who failed to prepare,
especially campaigning against him?
Who failed to plan to failed. So I think the way things are. The way things are now, I can tell you wholeheartedly, it's better for him to prepare earlier for his second term, and I think that second time is not going to get it on the platter of gold, because I can see a lot of lacuna that's been created in which he has to have been blocked. But I don't know the agenda of the president as it is. If he lost his second term, so be it. And if you get it, so be it.
Now you talk about lacuna. Has he been able to fill up any lacuna?
Yeah. He hasn't been able, because that's a hunger in the land. He ought to have just tackled that hunger, because an hungry man is an hungry man. So what else do we need? The citizen that voted for you, some that didn't even not voted for you, you need to embrace them as your children and make them not to be hungry. But the way these things that are going now, I don't know what is causing this hunger in this country, what is causing this shortage of food in this country. We ought to just go deep down and see what brought us to this level we are now, and we can now know where we're going to hit the ground running on, man.
Mr. Femi, what's the cause of the early preparation for 2027 election in the country? It is a president that has not even spent 3 years.
It has always been like that. But no, Nigerian politicians know, or they only know about to do politics, not about good governance. So it has always been like that. It's not because it's a turn of Tinubu. It has always been like that. Even when Obasanjo was there, the problem is that immediately they enter for the first time, they will have been planning for the second time. Immediately they enter, before anything at all, their gazette will be about the second time, how they are going to ensure the second time. Look at the Jonathan. When Jonathan's boss died and Jonathan inherited the team, the case of second time have been discussed even before Jonathan contested in 2011. And we say, if you finish your boss tenure, then you are going to spend one term. They said they have agreement, and Jonathan denied that they didn't have the agreement, and that was what collapsed PDP. To tell you that an average Nigerian politician, only what they know is about politics, it's about the election, it's not about the administration. When they got there, they believe that when they got there, they could only do a few things, fix some little things, they can fix up, do nothing. And after retire, they will come, they will sit down and started criticizing the present one.
Are you saying they are less concerned about the current crisis we are facing?
Yes,
That
of
was
course.
saying
That's what. Well, that's what.
insecurity,
Oh,
economic
they will go and ask them questions.
downtown inflation,
They
and
will
all of
tell
that.
you they inherit all these things. That is what an average Nigerian politician will say. Do you know that the first time I started stop having believing in Jonathan was the day that he said, was there a bridge in Nigeria and Jonathan came and started and I collapsed the bridge? Was there light in Nigeria and Jonathan came and took it away? We know that there is no all this thing. That's why we call you. If you go and ask the same thing Tinubu now, he will say, I inherit all those challenges. But you told us you can fix it. That's why we put you there. Some of them, they will go there, they will go and be telling us what we have been known. We know that there was hunger in the town. You are not the one that will tell us that there was no light in Nigeria before you came. We know that. So majority of them, what they usually do is that they go to, that office to go and tell us what we know, what we have already know. So if anybody think that those politicians will stop, do their, political activities against 2027, that one will not be possible, because that 2027, to the people that don't want to get involved in it, is too far. But to the politicians, 2027 is just like tomorrow, as we are talking now. And why are we not fought them is that, let me tell you, some of us, the only thing that we plan is about how we are going to hit in this morning, okay, tomorrow, yes. Some people, they cannot plan what they are going to become in the next 10 years. Some people have plan of 50 years ahead. Even if they die after their death, how the thing will be continued. So you cannot say people should not be, they should stop focusing on 2027. Like I said, 2027 is also part of the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Delivering of a successful election is also part of his job. So as at this moment, that you cannot say they should shun it. They won't. They won't, because Yoruba will say, "Atokere lolojuju jinti ma mekun sun." That means if you have a sunken eyes, then you have to begin to cry afar off, so that at least you'll be able to gather enough tears to sow for people. That's what they are trying to say. So they can. I think what the advice they should give them is that they should prioritize good governance over politics, but that they should shun they will start the grads. They will start the working now. Do you think that Donald Trump just started his presidential second time about the time the election want to start? No, there was a campaign. There was a grand. You have to be eating grand, pressing button. So that is the truth of the matter.
Mr. Kule, as a good product, I don't think one need to advertise you. A good product. Is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu a good product?
Yeah, to me, I can say is a political.
Can his jobs speak for him?
I can say it's a political good product, because this is somebody that know the
politically is a good product.
Is a good, but
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
No, not to. Politically is a good product in the sense that
it's a good product in politics.
In politics, yes. But
what of in delivery?
Implementations.
In all of in performance.
That is why the lacuna created by him. I said it earlier on. And I can say,
you are accepting the fact that the president has not performed.
It's not
up to expectations of Nigeria. Is that what you're trying to say?
It's not a magic show, and there's no perfect man on earth.
Where are you standing?
There's no perfect man on earth, and I can tell you wholeheartedly.
This is a person that said we shouldn't pity him, and you're telling us that it's not a magic show.
It's not a magic show. I have to say,
Nigerians expected magic.
You cannot turn Nigeria to El Dorado overnight. You cannot turn Nigeria to what's it called, the destiny, the world of this.
But it's still the one that told you to love Fokobale.
Yeah, we have still Fokon. We still the Fokobale, and it just it just gets into that first half. The second time is you've not allowing to breathe towards that second time.
Is he allowing the poor to breathe?
Yeah,
is he allowing the poor to breathe?
The poor that need to breathe. I've told you severally on the agenda that came up. Where are the herdsmen that went into your villages, into my own villages, that went on and start destroying our farmlands? Where are they? Where are they from? The food that's supposed to come to the south, right?
And what's he doing to combat them?
What is he doing? That's why he has to.
Is he tackling it?
He has, no, when you know the country you have, when he started bombarding, tackling them now, they will say the president is killing our northern state. No, that's why I say the solution The solution to Nigerian problem is let us decentralize ourselves. Bring out that constitution that is not working, fake constitution that we're using, that is not working for us. They just, added up some military constitution as well into it. They refuse it, and that is what we're working on. The constitution, you don't have a constitution, and you think your country will work? You think your country will work? Then again, the infrastructure of the country, how come they messed it up to the level of decay? All the successive governments. That's why I say all of them, they need to gather themselves together and first of all apologize to Nigerians for misruling
and leave office.
And bring back all their money, the allocation they gave to
Who
them.
should apologize?
The past presidents, I'm telling you, I'm still insisting. Ajaokuta still rolling me.
Yeah, but you saw all these things before. You saw this
He saw it.
crisis.
Yeah, he saw it.
Before embarking on this journey.
People should let him breathe too.
Is there
Let him breathe. As he's working, let him breathe. And people that will support his agenda, let them keep supporting. And people that don't support, let them keep up. Everybody has a right, to support anybody he wants and he likes. The Nigerian situation has been deteriorated for a while, for a well-being. Can you imagine you have oil producing nation, you are still starving yourself, you have everything in abundance, you cannot make use of it, and you abandon it for a while? Lights, we have Ajaokuta still, we have what's it called, the Mambila project. You do know what came out of that Mambila project? Corruption all over, corruption. Started bribing, the guy was bribing all of them. They have to ask for bribe. They bribe him. Immediately, he got the red light. They cancel the projects. So is that the country that want to produce? We need to be, thinking out of the box, and we need to be talking true to our.
Nigerians should hold Mr. Kunle accountable because he's one of those who voted for APC.
I'm one of the people that voted for APC.
It's very.
And when I still see opportunity of goodness, of good things this man is doing, still, because I don't see any party. All these parties, they are same. But PDP, but Labour, look at Labour now. They are in disarray. PDP in disarray. And
what about APC?
APC, sir, they are going to go into extinct every moment. So what are we now saying? So those are the bitterness a lot of them are facing, a lot of us are facing now. That all these parties they set up for us to engage in is just not is a what's it called, the cabal party. Within the cabal. And I could calling my brother here since problem of PDP started. What's it called? Lucky has never found he has never found it easy in life any longer. So that's just one thing. Me, myself, I'm so worried. I'm so worried about all this party we are having. This party of chop and chop that know themselves. They know their clique. They know themselves. So none of these non-state actors is benefiting anything from
Mr. Femi, can we please focus on the current challenges we are passing through and leave politics alone for now?
They go work hand in hand. They go pari passu. So it will be very, very difficult to shun politics and concentrate. But one thing that I understand is that if you can give maybe politics 40% and you concentrate on our challenge 60%, you are automatically still doing politics. Because if you perform well, if you concentrate and you perform well, it give you scorecard against 2027. But they know that sometimes Nigerians, we don't reward good governance sometimes. Maybe because our expectation is too much, or because of tribalism,
So we're expecting too much
because
from
of I'm saying maybe too much.
okay.
I'm not talking about Tinubu now. I'm talking about
Generally, right?
generally.
Okay.
Sometimes when we see generally now, if you want to compare Tinubu and Jonathan, who is the best? And not generally people will pick Jonathan. But what makes us kick Jonathan out of the office? What I'm trying to say is that sometimes good governance may not automatically transfer that people will embrace you. If you are not also good in politics. I have been asking that whatever that deny Awolowo not to become Nigeria president, it means that people don't choose because of your ability or what they see in you. That is the problem. Compare Awolowo and Shagari. What profile does Shagari have above Awolowo, performance of Awolowo? To tell you that there are a lot of things that factor in that determine who is going to rule us. Tribalism, religious, and people that know how to play those games. They are the one that play that. The politician, they are the one that, okay, look at it. Look at Tinubu now. See the game Tinubu is playing. Anything that Tinubu want to pick from North now, he stop at North Central. Bad. You want to take Deputy Director General of DSS, he stop at North Central. Kogi. You want to take new NNPC Director General, Abi, he's from Kwara. What is he trying to tell you? And when they complain, is Kwara not? He's trying to carve that central out and try to let them know that, see you, this is what they have been denying you, and if it's pressing button, and Fulani also they are reacting to it. It's whining them, and they are entering into the whining.
All right, in the comment section, there's a Chima. Mr. Femi, we didn't kick out Jonathan. Tinubu and his gang did.
Can Tinubu and his gang did it without our support, without the masses? Do you know what he's talking about? Not Tinubu and okay, who are the people that gang up in the north? Was Tinubu that stoned Jonathan in the north? When Jonathan went to the north, he was stoned. He was stoned. So these people, they are the people that move. They move the public. They are opinion leaders. When they talk, people listen. They are the one that champion it, but they are the one we can call Nigeria now.
All right, let's go to another person here. We have Kinsley Smith. Kunle, that's what you bargain work for when you chose or select incompetent person as your leader.
Yeah, Mr. Wolford, right? Is that
Kinsley Smith.
Kinsley Smith,
In
right?
UK, yeah.
There is no competent party you can ever point your hand to. PDP is APC. APC is PDP. Right? Labour that is just coming now. You could see what is going on there. They have like 3 chairmen on the seat already. And it's a battle. Division already. So what are you now saying? If you believe in Nigerian politics, I mean, you are going to be doomed. You're going to be doomed at the end of the day. And so to me, political space in Nigeria is chop and chop. And
Sylvester is saying that I believe that Kunle is a beneficial of this government. Kunle, tell us if you are still supporting this government because of tribal affiliation or because you are being paid by the APC government.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sylvester.
As an enlightened man as I am, and I think deep, I see ahead of the events. I know that this president may be frustrated to do what he need not to do, and he has started it already. The imbalance that has been happening in the country started from the southeast. He has started correcting it, and what I'm saying again, if the worst come to the worst, they don't allow him to work. Let him decentralize Nigeria. Enough of this headache. I am tired of coming to bystand every day and talking about APC, PDP, APC, PDP. There is not any progressive movement for the country. And is that way this man that just called me, is that the way he pray for his people to just be stagnant in one place? Since the democratic space, have we been moving forward? Let them ask the questions. Where are the infrastructure on the ground?
So it's not all about this current
it's
government.
It's not all about.
President.
I said their elder statement. That is why I say anybody from all the regions.
The past leaders.
It's not about the past. It's not about the past leaders.
The past and the present.
The past and the present. The elders that were our seniors, that were like grandfather, they said it.
What did they put on ground? Is that what you're saying?
No, they had a good foundation, but suddenly along the line
they deviated.
They deviated through this political instincts. And I want to say the word of an elders that have seen it all. They've come together, the Wachuku, the what's it called, the Commonwealth guy, all of them, the Adebayo that died, a lot of them came together and said the way out of this country is to decentralize this country, because the edict, he said there's no angels. If you bring 7 angels to come this Nigeria to fix Nigeria, they cannot do anything. So to me, we need to solve the problem from the roots,
from the grassroots.
Yes.
All right.
Well, decentralization. I also like a power diffusion, but the way our governor usually, reacts or performs sometimes make me afraid of even okay when we say we decentralize, you give now people are even try to have confidence in president more than our governor. When you talk about dictatorial tendency, you have worse among our governor. When you have okay, look at the typical example is the example of local government autonomy. The issue of local government. Okay, let's agree that Tinubu is playing politics with it. But what is it? What is the problem of our governor that they don't allow local government to have their own autonomy? They have swallowed them. If federal government swallow states like that, then we have gone back to unitary system of government. So decentralization is good, but we have to prepare ground to make sure that we broken all these our governors. They are broken. Otherwise, they have tendency of dictatorial. Okay, when we are conducting federal government election, at least to some extent, you will see that states in opposition party they still have chance. In states, in election conducted by states, you will not hear anything. Opposition, local government, control state, take everything. That is the tendency of our governor. They have this dictatorial something. So if anybody think that our governor don't have, have answer, question to answer, you are mistaken. No,
They have questions.
they have questions. Yeah. Somebody just even said it that.
Which Mr. Odulade is
But
right.
yes, go ask. If somebody said whatever that can make Babangana Zulum to subsidize petrol for farmer in Borno, a well-taught state. He said, go ahead, then you can ask your governor one or two questions. Look at what is happening in Kaduna State. What is happening in Kaduna State is as a result of the effort of that governor, not presidential move. Peace. So our governor also, they have, question to answer. Our member, House of Rep, House of Rep, the senator, they also have a question.
But why are we not holding them responsible, accountable?
Okay, that's another point. Let me come in. You see, every one of us, we concentrated on the central, that's the presidency, and we are abusing the president. How about our governors and the relationship between governors and the the local government is all about the bride, a bride that is going to his husband's house, and you know how the mother will feel. It will feel, there will be sympathy that, oh, I'm losing this, I'm losing it. That's the relationship between the local government now and the these governors. Those governors, they've eaten us, they've sucked us dry. Majority of them, they've got allocation, they've got allocation, they've got security votes. Are we engaging our governors? Are we engaging? I make it a right for every day I have opportunity. I take a trip to Osun and make every.
Are we engaging our governors just the way you engage local government chairman?
Yes,
the other time.
Definitely. Well, we also start doing that, doing our right, because it's our democracy. It's not them, and we slept in slumber. We threw away the democracy to them. And you expect something that you are not even, you are not building, you are not breathing, and you just expect it to come easily for you. We need to be asking questions, one-on-one questions. And that is why I was still interested when they make up that their account for them. We still go back to that Ojoju local government to make inquiry how our money is being spent. No matter how. That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. The autonomy has been granted, but the account is still with the same.
Has politicized it.
He ought not because of this. No, he ought not to do that. That is why we have to go against that, Mr. President, if he wants to go down.
Mr. Kule, when last did you engage your governor?
When last
did you engage your governor?
Okay, thank you very much. I have a representative from that area. I have a cousin that works in that governor's office. Through my engagement with him, how is doing, how is Adeleke doing, how is this thing. But I always make sure I go to Osun and see the development the man is doing in Osun State. And he's really trying. He's building flyover, and the other sector is dancing. Jackson dancing. That's what we call him now.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Kule. Thank you. All right, Mr. Olagide and Mr. Lucky, you welcome on the program this morning.
Good morning.
All right.
Good morning, our global viewers. Welcome to Global Citizen this morning, which our global anchor, Mr. Mike Adekune, and this is your global analyst, Mr. Ojulajide. Welcome to Global Citizen. Good morning.
The ACF has spoken, has told Nigerians, especially Nigerian politicians, to focus on the crisis in the land.
Yes.
What are the crises the ACF is talking about? Insecurity, inflation, others.
Yes.
Why are we talking about 2027 election when we've not fixed the economy?
Because the trade, Mr. Mike, this trade of journalism is your business. That's what you thrive on. That's what you do for source of living. Keep your family and body to associate together. That's your trade. That's your business. Our politicians, the only trade they have is politicking. It's politics.
Politicking.
It's not governance. It's not bringing delivery of democracy to their people. No. The only trade they have is politicking. Privately, no, political people. That's their business. That's their merchandise. That's what they trade on. That's everything they do is politics. So you won't blame them if they are trading if they are trading on on their businesses. If they are doing their businesses, that's all it's all about them. They are not focusing on bringing democracy and dividend of that trade.
To the people.
Yeah, the profits of that trade. When any business you do, you must the center point is to make profit out of your dividend of any business transaction you do, and then appropriate that profit to yourself, to your family, to your loved one, to everybody. And it's the same thing applicable in politics. Politics, when you engage in it, there are dividends that are supposed to accrue to you, then extend it to the people you are being governed, administering on. But in their own case, they are not focusing on dividend of democracy. They are not focusing on the business itself, the business of it, which is the politicking, and how they make money and amass it to themselves alone. So they don't care about masses. So you don't blame them for doing their businesses, which is purely politicking, politics. But the other side of it, the more important of it, which is the dividend of it, the profits of it that should have accrued to us, they don't care about that. So you must understand the principle behind this thing. As a tradesman, as a businessman of politics, they are doing their businesses, but what we're supposed to get from them, which is the dividend of democracy, the profits of that business of politicking, is what they don't give to us. Yes, we're supposed to be taking off what we are experiencing now, but because they are not to serve us. In the first place, they are not there by our votes. They know how they got their assembly. They know they will always get to that power without our votes. So they are not concerned about us. They have nothing at stake for us. They don't have us in their mind. So they don't think we don't even believe we don't even exist as far as they're concerned. They know we are not instrumental to their getting to office. So as far as that is concerned, they all nothing. So that's why they won't focus on the problem at hand. What are the problems at hand? Inflation, high cost of living, insecurity. I read the news yesterday that over 18,000 Nigerian doctors have flown to abroad. About 20 something midwives and nurses have flown to abroad, meaning that we have short number of medical staff left to take care of Nigerians. So they are not focusing on all those things. Homelessness, people are sleeping under the bridge, no housing, everything that touches the life of Nigerians. They are not focused on it to make it to be working for the Nigerian masses. They are only after the business of that game, of that trade, which is politicking, how to trade it and amass profits, money to themselves alone. That's why they are doing that. So because of that, they are also focusing on the next year of their trading, which is 2027. But that's it. That's the business they are doing. 2027 is the next year of their trading. Every business has a trading year, So the next trading year of their business, which is policy, is 2027. That's how they are focused upon. How would they engage on this and maximize it again to their personal, interest? So that is what characterizes what they are doing. So you blame them. It's not enough for we the masses to know whether we continue to abandon this country to their hands. There are few people. The percentage of these people, they are very few, Mr. Mike. Very few. They are less than 10% compared to about 229 million Nigerians. That means we have about 200 million Nigerians sitting idle, folding their arms, watching what things going on, without coming up with any meaningful plan of taking back their country. Get my point? So as far as the majority of people of Nigerians are still lying idle, folding their arms, watching. That's why I've chosen to play two power. I keep telling you to always say my mind and vote. Whether they will read the election to announce fake results, I will do those things. We must not abandon this state to the politicians. We must constantly engage them, be participants, and then from there we can come into the fold and be able to influence decisions so that our life will be better. So that's why they are not talking of the things on ground now. What we are facing now, because that trade politicking is a business they have chosen, and they only do it for their own selfish interest, not the dividend and profit that are put to us, they are not, that's not their mindset. So they only do it and they will not blame them. If it's now left for we the Nigerians to take our country back from their hand. So it is we that must now let them know that so areas of our life is not being taken care of. Housing, cost of living, you know the cost of living in Nigeria now. Hyperinflation. It's not just inflation, Mr. Mike. Hyperinflation, cost of living is what we are experiencing in Nigeria now. A wrap of just about 200. 4, 5 cannot finish. I asked yesterday. There, I took 4. I wanted to go beyond 4. I checked my pocket. This is already 1,000. Spend 1,000. I limited it because a wrap is 200. I asked for yesterday. Yes, 800 with 2 meats on 1,000. I went to go more. I knew this 1,000 is okay. Let me leave it at that. A wrap which was only 20 naira before. It's now 200 naira. Hyperinflation. These are the things we are talking about that our government is supposed to be focusing on, but they don't focus upon it. That because I told you they are tradesmen, businessmen of politics. That's only the business they are interested in, and that's what they are doing. And don't blame them for 2027. It's their next year trading year of politics.
All right. What should we prioritize? I mean, what should the government prioritize? Is it the welfare of the Nigerian citizens, or is it the welfare of Nigerians, or politics?
Nigeria first.
Nigeria first.
You know, this morning, we engaged this morning. You hear our shouting.
Yeah,
hearing it.
Seriously.
We almost fought.
You are Mr. Lagidi.
Yes, and Kule. Seriously.
You know,
we need to hit. Nigerians are angry. As I'm angry here, the whole Nigerians are angry. I don't see me. Yes. You know why? Somebody's telling me we have not even finished 2 years of Tinubu, telling me 2027 that is going to win. That anchor everybody now.
Who said that?
That's Kunle and Bros. That was argument.
I didn't say so.
Hold on. You can hear the shouting of other background.
I will allow the viewers to.
Hold on.
That's not
Come here.
Wrong thing.
Now, sir, you know why?
That's not.
Do you know why the northern race that allow?
I'm not allowed to lie.
Hold on now. Come here.
For me.
Hold on.
For the global viewers, no.
Hold on.
He said,
Correct it.
okay, you said,
correct
Mr. Lagide.
That's it.
Somebody that walked his way when he was no non-state at all, and he walked his way to become president. Now that he has all the apparatus of the governance, that means you guys are dreaming.
Now, you know why I said that? For the North to raise alarm now is to tell you that you don't need to start talking about 2027 now. That is the reason why the North are now say, first of all, face insecurity. Secondly, the economy. Nothing is working. You are talking about 2027. That's the alert they are saying. Even the middle belt, even the southwest, even the south leaders, they are shouting that their people can't chop, their people can't eat. Now you are not talking about 2027. Try to remove INEC, try to change so many things, and they are watching you. So what I'm saying is, my brother, Nigeria first. When somebody was saying that we don't engage, you don't engage, Ambode came in, was giving us good government in Lagos State. Ambode, in fact, he stopped BIO. What are they doing? Road safety, what are they doing? Just exploiting Lagosians. He stopped them. And Lagos State still make their money. We're just trying to, so many roads you see in Lagos State, beat up by Ambode. But at the end, Tinubu said, no, I'll remove him. And Nigeria, quiet. Lagos are quiet. Today, what do you think people will do? So what I'm saying, everything under this government has failed. Our forefathers laid the foundation. Jonathan laid the foundation. Let people say Buhari, at least he tried, he let us breathe. When Buhari was ruling, Tinubu said, allow Nigeria to breathe. But today is there. We are choked. Today is there. We can't eat. Today is there. Before we go down, tomorrow we go down. Dollars, everything under his sword, head. You just said it that how many thousands of doctors who went to London. You know why? I expect this man to correct some things. People are calling APC party. That's a party. We are talking about individual. We see how people in APC that did very well. We see how people in PDP government that did very well. Makinde is doing very well. Osun's governor is doing very well. Some governors do not are doing very well, like the Kaduna. It's not the party. So what I'm saying, Tinubu government has failed. If the head is rotty, there's no way the leg will work. If you cannot talk to the president, can you talk to governor? Governor will tell you, go and meet the president. I've not received an allocation. Even the chairman. You do remember we're here when they say autonomy. We're happy. Yeah, Tinubu has done that. What Jonathan cannot do. But today, go and ask him, has any chairman collected pay? No. So the only thing is that Nigeria should just know that Tinubu cannot deliver. Again, we should just be looking 2027. The way then too, and look, as you said, politicians, that is their job. That is their job. There's no way.
Okay, what you're trying to say is that the failure of this administration, that's why Nigerians are focusing on 2027.
Yes, just like the way the politicians are now. He said it's their business. It's a politician business for them to, without delivery, they are still fighting to make sure they win the election. But I'll tell you, God will stop anybody that don't deliver to Nigerians. God will stop them 2027.
But who is clamoring for 2027? Is it Nigerians or the politicians? Who?
Mr. Mike,
Who is focusing on it?
Politicians are the one clamoring for 2027 because that is the business they do. They are private businessmen when it comes to politics. That's the business they do alone. You are a veteran journalist. You are here doing your business now of journalism now. You are engaging us on your platform. Yes, that's the business we are doing.
But this is a Nigerian.
Yes,
it's
talking about
2027 election.
I'm telling you this.
As a result
I'm addressing that now. Mr. Mike, politicians, the business they do alone is politics, politicking, not minding what the dividend office should be to us. Now, because that's the business they do, they are always
they are less concerned about the welfare of
the
masses.
That is it. So
they are only minding their business.
Yes, every business has a trading year. You hear every company every year they say trading year was also year. Annual general meeting of trading year of last year. The same things are applicable to politicians. Politics is their business, is their trade in stock, and the next year of their business is 2027. That's the year they are focusing on, that when they will now do the new businesses.
All right, tell you what, Mr. Lucky, you will continue looking 2027. Okay, you will continue looking. 2027 is a done deal.
Okay.
No matter the noise you make.
Okay.
2027 is a done deal.
Okay.
That's what Lade tell you.
Okay.
All right, Baba Yaga. Thank you, Lucky. BAT, that's bad, can sack Fubara because of oil.
Okay.
Yeah. But every other governor is to be blamed for their own situation.
Okay.
All right, Andrew, good evening. What you saying, Mr. Odunlade Taiwo? My sister lives in Ibadan, and she told me 3 pieces of tomatoes is 500 naira.
Yes.
Not only Lagos, but everywhere.
Yeah.
That's to tell you the rate at which this hunger is killing
That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. That the politicians, they are not mindful of the dividend of communities that will come across to us. They are only mindful of their doing their business, of engaging in the politics, and accruing that dividend to themselves alone. That's what's causing this problem. But I'm still saying that because now they are trading year of business, that's the year of trading of the trading of their business. We too must be also take note of that year as our own trading year as well. To engage them and take as
I think the major complaint of Nigerians is hunger.
Yes.
But why is it difficult for this present government to solve it?
I'll tell you why.
Hunger.
I'll tell you why. Let me hold on. I want to answer Taiwo first. Sir, nobody knows tomorrow. Nobody knows tomorrow. I don't know tomorrow. He don't know tomorrow. Nobody, even Tinubu don't know tomorrow.
Yes.
So I am telling you, Tinubu don't always wake up. People gave him that power. And the people that gave him that power is from North. But this time around, the North are speaking up. If the North and the South are unite, we are going to unite. Forget the tribalism, hatred, whatever. That hunger doesn't know Yoruba, Isham, Hausa. Hunger doesn't know anybody. But I'm telling you that this remaining 2 years of Tinubu, if you not do well, no matter changing INEC, no matter changing every policeman, even the police are angry. They are hungry. Police are hungry. Is it police you expect from Abalede? Now, most of them, they are not away or Korodu, who will give to 2 million to go and rent house. Do you think they're happy with him? Let me tell you something, sir. Hunger doesn't know family, doesn't know this thing. But 2027, I'm telling you, if you did not do well, Nigeria, I just say one thing, sir. I just say one thing now. Politicians are looking 2027 now, Abi. They are not delivering. We too, we need to unite to make sure that we punish this government because they punish Jonathan. Why did they punish Jonathan? Not because of food, though. They punish Jonathan because of Boko Haram, joined by this president who led Soyika, most of these people, in 7 up and remove Jonathan. Today, both Boko Haram, bandits, hunger, nothing that's under this government. Nobody's shouting, but I'm telling you, Taiwo, nobody know tomorrow anything can happen. But I'm telling you, the North are not happy with Tinubu, and the South, not only the North, we are going to unite to make sure we vote the right person.
Lucky, you don't know politics. Ashwaju Bola didn't start our problem. That's what Odlade.
Okay, it's among of it. He have been politics for long. Somebody who is managing an oil, and today we can't get oil. He has, in fact, it is not let us try, but it knows. It's a part of the government. He ruled as Lagos State 8 years. I don't mean. He played politics just as a godfather. So, my brother, 2027, I'm begging Nigeria. Let us unite and bring the best. Bring the best. As somebody just said, Labour have collapsed, PDP have collapsed. But let me tell you, God will bring somebody that will be able to make us this country a better Nigeria.
All right, as a matter of fact, we shouldn't forget that one of the reasons why we are facing food crisis or food inflation is as a result of the killing of our farmers.
Yes.
Are you getting me now?
Yes.
Apart from the subsidy removal by the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yes.
But is the government addressing this issue, food insecurity?
Mr. Mike, if I want to be Tinubu,
If you can't go to the farm,
yes.
definitely there'll be scarcity of
Yes,
food.
Mr. Mike, if I was to be Tinubu, I will humble myself. I will address the problem I have that is staring me at face, which seems to be overwhelming me. I will appeal for food donation from all over the world. I'm telling you, I would have done that if I want to be President Tinubu. I will reach out to the whole world. Please, I'm in a critical situation, emergency situation of food shortage in my country. Please, Food World Organization, come and help my country, my citizens. The situation is hard.
Then how do we encourage you?
Wait, I'm coming to that.
Production.
I'm coming for immediate addressing of that problem.
Okay.
First of all, I will appeal to the whole world. I'm telling you, food will come from all over the world to Nigerians. Then, after that must have come in, where I've gotten much number of food stuff from all over the world for Nigerians to be taking care of them for me. Then I will now begin to address insecurity that makes farmers not to go to their farm. Yes, I will now. I told you, I will now encourage each locality to become a standing defensive force of their locality. Mr. Mike, if Ogba area is the inhabitants of Ogba area form themselves to defensive security force, Aguda, Okera, Ikeja, Agege, Ifako. Tell me, where is that bandits? Where will he stay? Which community will he stay and survive and stay? Because this community have not been encouraged to form themselves into security defensive force. Okay, you understand me? To defend the locality. That's why you find it. Look at the every man that was released. He said Fulani Esme was the one that kidnapped him. He even said the ransom that he was paid by 2 or 3 times was paid close to the place where they took it from them is close to army barracks. Meaning that all these people, he said they have over 600 camps in Southwest alone. Where are all these camps? They are located in each of the locality. And the inhabitants of the locality, what are they doing? They are sleeping, they are idle, they are not doing anything. Instead of looking up to central security to come and help as a solution, of course they will still be there to help us anyway. But the immediate first aid security solution will be the people of that locality to be formed into defensive force, secure and protect their region, their locality. Okay. And once that happens, there's nowhere any man will stay and oppress us. But government has not encouraged that, and even the traditional leaders, the government, the government, they have not encouraged that. Okay. I'm not asking each locality to form themselves into strong defensive force and stand against this infidels who are attacking our farmers. Right. Once you do that, there will be farm, no, there will be increase the produce of our farm, and there will be food available for our people.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you.
Olajide.
Okay.
Mr. Lucky, you've always said it on the platform that this time around it is all about INEC versus Nigerians.
Yeah.
But how do we ensure that INEC, as an independent body, will be on the side of Nigerians in the 2027 election?
I think this time around, don't forget Yakubu play a role during that time when Jonathan was there. We're thinking Yakubu is going to support Jonathan. With the money Jonathan spent and everything, at the end, they defeated Jonathan and bring Buhari. Why? Now, this time around,
Yakubu
it's not
Jega.
about Tinubu. Yes, Jaga, yes.
Jega.
No, is it Jaga B? Yakubu?
Jega.
Okay, Jaga played that game. We're expecting at least the incumbent president will win. But the dollars, pounds, Jonathan pump around, even the southwest, the north, the south, but at the end, they say go arrest the power to be. But this time around, the power to be are speaking. There are people on ground are shouting that no. But I'm telling you, sir, I'm telling you today. See, I said, not even look Tinubu, Nigeria versus INEC this time around. If they like, let Tinubu go and bring his sister, bring his mama, bring whoever want to bring. We Nigeria will resist it. We have to unite. We have to unite. When we unite, there is no way. See what happened in 2023 election. Obi flood Tinubu in Lagos State. If not because of the North who supported the people like Erufai, we just condemn it today. But this time around, CPC under APC are pulling down. Why do you see APC governor are running to Buhari? But Buhari said, no, go and take up your Nigeria people are crying. Do the needful. What is the meaning of that? That means you are not.
Is it Buhari that will be advising this current administration?
Buhari has 8 million votes. Buhari has 8 million votes, and it's not going to come in. That 8 million votes will go somewhere else.
Is Buhari in the right position to advise this current government?
Agree. He's not position, but why did they go to him? Why did the governor go to him?
It's all about party.
Okay, party. But the man is telling them, Tinubu, make sure Nigerians are happy. The meaning of that Nigerians are not happy. Don't expect vote from the north. Okay, good. For me, I think 2027, God, I know God doesn't play politics, but this time around, after all, Abacha was defeated. A lot of monsters was defeated, but this time around, Nigeria will unite and defeat Tinubu.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Lord.
That's your opinion.
All right, Benjamin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good morning. Thank God we are in weekend. May good Lord be with you people over there, wherever you are, both you and your friends. Thank you.
Good morning, our viewers. May God Almighty bless you. Mr. Tunde Okafor, Ukwoji, and so many of you. May the Lord bless you. In Jesus' name.
Should the agenda of these politicians be the welfare of the people or all about politics?
Mr. Mike, if it depends on me, I will tell you, first of all, what Nigerians need is a great man like Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, a great revolutionist like him. But now, asking about what we need, I've said it in this class before. I said that it's not even time to talk about 2027, whereas we haven't finished this present, tenure. We haven't finished it. And all the complaint of Nigerians, they don't even need to complain. Mr. President can see it with his own eye. What is happening in Nigeria? How Nigerians are being terrorized all over. I saw online what happened in one particular local government of Edo State, when men and women wake up in the night and we are running helter-skelter like animals. Women run until they were tired. Children ran until they were tired. What is happening? Terrorist Fulani came in the night, woke people, started to kidnap and kill whomever they want to kill under the watch of our leaders. They are seeing it happening, and nobody is saying anything. Have you addressed the issue? Have we put an end to that particular problem of Nigeria before talking about 2027? Now, Mr. Mike, you are aware, you know that hunger is torturing Nigerians. Before you plan for future, you will first of all wake up in the morning, eat well. After eating, you are fortified. Now you can face the challenges of the day. But a person who is unable to have even 1 square meal or 2 square meal a day, do you think that that person can think well? Do you think that the person can make a good movement or plan well? Children are dragging you, woman is dragging you here and there, trouble in the house. People are not eating. People are inside fire, from fry to fire. Buhari was fry, and now we are into fire. You haven't addressed the issue, and you are talking about 2027. And also talking about 2027, I've heard many people. I heard Lucky talk about 2027, about what Nigerians are going to do 2027. I didn't know that Lucky was here. I would have asked him, what will Nigerians do? I don't know if Lucky know Nigerians.
Yeah, he said it's all about INEC versus Nigeria now.
INEC versus Nigeria. Look let me tell you, I've traveled. There are countries that can stand and fight. It's not Nigeria. Once Nigeria hear a noise of gun, whoa, everybody will disappear. Everybody will, go inside his room. The only people I have seen in Nigeria that are able to and ready to die, I saw it a little bit in the people of North. Yes, the Hausas. So if Nigerians were people that you will be shooting and they will be coming, I will say Nigerians will do something. But Nigerians, nobody is even ready to die. And Nigerians, let me tell you another one. Nigeria doesn't fight for future. They only fight for present life. Nigerian man want to eat and get rich now. He want good thing to happen in his present during his lifetime. He doesn't fight for future. But people that are fighting for well-being of a country are people who are ready to die for generations to come. And I'm telling you, we are not too much ready for that. So who will fight against Tinubu in 2027? Another thing, many people don't know how politics is done. Politics is not even done, I will say, by the daytime. The main politics is in the night. And the politician is a funny person. He can show you like this is a car. You think that thing is a car. You don't know it is bomb. So you can when politicians are planning all their strategy, how they are going to do in 2027. They are putting everything on ground. And another thing I do tell people, vote whom you want to vote. INEC will call result. After voting, you go home. You are not the one that will call result. After voting, INEC will tell you who win. I repeat myself that what Nigeria needs is not all these politicians, because when you see the opposition, ask yourself who is there in the opposition party. It is the same people that keep Nigeria at this state. It is the same people that are in the opposition party. It is the same people, when you go there, you will see the same Fulani that are killing people from bush to bush, causing insecurity, Boko Haram, everything. They are the same people that are coming up and are telling you we will save Nigerians. The killers of Nigerians will tell you they save Nigeria. I don't support any of them. The better thing to do in Nigeria is, if there is any capable person like Ibrahim Traore, now Burkina Faso is beating well.
All right, can you hold it there? Benjamin.
Yeah.
Please, can we separate politics from governance in the country? Can we please focus on addressing issues that are affecting the lives of ordinary citizens?
Well, let me say something in my vernacular language. Ginato onyeisi aka otu ụbọchị ị ga-abata gị a ka esi na-atụ ya aka ka a ga-esi tụọ gị aka. It means if you are pointing a chairman hand, a leader, one day you will still be there, and that is how someone will still point hand on him. So what does it mean? The way this is going to for this government, our current government now, they are not getting it right. Yeah, Mr. President said that it is my turn. I will fix Nigeria well. Yeah, you have already become 8 years government in Lagos State. Now you have already grabbed Lagos 8 years. Is thinking how to grab Nigeria. Now you have already come into Nigeria. What is saying when he was the governor? What was in governor? He cannot do it now. It's failing, 100% failing. No one will come. Someone will come say yes, it's performing well. Yes, when he was in Lagos State governor, he performed well. But as a president, I did not see any performance in him. Instead, he put a hardship for the citizen, and he did not think how the citizen will live and what the good things for the citizen. Now, our president, 2 weeks, a month, he will travel to another country to stay like 2 weeks, a month. Now, let me say, those countries that is travel, how many times have the president come to Nigeria and stay a week? Highest 2 days. Why Nigeria own is quite different. Why Nigeria own is quite different. That means that the president, the governors, the country, they are not taking it well. But they love things that is moving on in another country. They are enjoying over there while their own country fire are burning day by day. Is that how it's supposed to be? They are talking about 2027. I am coming back for 20. It is the work you work will put you down for 2027. Yeah, they not make you to be there. And they not have already come and say, no, you will not be there. Rule 4 years. But for me, I like 4 years. If Nigeria stands for 4 years, this, the governor, the president will do well. But these 8 years, they're saying, cannot make them to do things good. Cannot make them to do things good. Let it be 4 years. And when they fail it out, it is that military constitution. I thought when former President Olusegun Obasanjo, as he kept in, he will call the ethnic group, say, how are we going to change our constitution so that things can move well in Nigeria? But they did not do it. Who will do it? That's what I'm telling you. Say, Nigeria goes to be fallout one day. A day is coming. You will not hear the name of Nigeria. A day is coming. If the governor, if the president are using this system they're using right now, they cannot get it right. Instead, they'll be getting it wrong. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ben Jack. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. Oluwawan of Ogboland, you're welcome on the program.
Good morning to our viewers. Thank God it's Friday. And I want to use this opportunity to say happy birthday in advance to my very big chairman here, City Stand Worldwide. We are celebrating his birthday on Monday, just a day. So we are thanking God for everything. And we are even thanking you more and more for supporting us, because we are going to make it a very big birthday for our chairman here. God will bless all of you. God will continue to bless you. See where we are talking about Nigeria. Nigeria is a D. So the D has been done. So the D has been done. So we now know the D. The D was what about the D? The D is the president. The president came one day say, "It's my turn. Emilio come," and he came. And we saw. Also we saw what is happening now. It came in a language that he can do it, talking and do, but at the end, Nigeria is suffering under him. Wickedly suffering. Nigeria, in the history of Nigeria, Nigeria is now feeding on Nigeria in diaspora. Without Nigeria in diaspora, many of us, I don't think maybe we will wake up this morning. Because the government don't even care about us. All they are thinking about 2027. But I believe that what Lucky just said, but I believe that Nigeria will speak. See, now Nigeria has open eye, whether Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, we are all suffering massively. We are suffering wickedly. You can imagine insecurity that everyone is aside. You can't go to your farm. See, there's a problematic in the land. So there's a different change. We need change. And that change they are saying that they brought in is a fake change. The real change will come 2027. Nigeria will stand up and say, enough is enough. You see, no matter the INEC, all their power, their police, see, Nigeria will stand. See how they started in Lagos State. In Lagos State, they were defeated in Lagos State. The president, he was defeated in his home here. But now, come 2027, I don't think he has that capacity to continue. Because except there's a rethink of situation, there's a rethink of mind, then things will change. But now, I don't believe that things will change. But 2027, no road for him. No road for Jagaba. Nobody will quit for APC back anymore. Now, Nigeria, I don't open. Nigeria don't too much suffer. See, when the election come now, APC, PDP, Labour Party. Because now, Jagaba, in body language, he want to draft the whole political party under his name. What about the millions of Nigeria? He can't draft us under his name. His days are numbered. And I believe with this situation, if it should continue like this, now bye-bye Benin.
All right, thank you so
Confirm
much.
bye-bye Benin. He can't come anymore.
Thank you so
We're
much.
just waiting. And all of us.
All right, thank you so much. All right, Mr. Matthew, you're welcome on the program this morning.
All right, thank you for having me.
All right, why are we, not we, the politicians, why are they prioritizing election, 2027 election over other issues in the country? Now, are they looking at the crisis we are facing? Are they addressing it? Is the present day government trying to use election as a scapegoat for their failure, or what?
The fact is that the average politician is not interested in the welfare of me and you. They're only interested in their personal interest. Though naturally, human beings are interest-oriented by nature, but unfortunately, in this part of the world, the driving force, what propels politicians, is their interest. Beyond that, they are not interested. When we look at what is happening currently, no reasonable government will be thinking of 2027 when you have not been able to deliver on the mandate given to you. Just yesterday, Mr. President, not just Mr. President anyway, NBC asked radio stations, television stations, not to air a song released by Abdul Karif Idris. Yes, because he was sending message to the president through the song. Go and tell your father that Nigerians are suffering insecurity and all that. If not for the type of policy we play in Nigeria, is that not enough ground for even a Tinubu himself to address Nigerians? That yes, I know we are facing this hardship. XYZ is what we are doing to address it. Rather, they will tell you that they are already looking at 2027. Look at the crisis in River State. It is because 2027. It's because of 2027. Nobody is looking at the welfare of Nigerians. And the constitution said that the welfare of Nigerians and their security shall be the primary purpose of governance. But the government is not looking at that. Rather, how do we extend our tenure? How do we get another term in 2027? So for me, if you are looking at Nigerian politicians, until the people are resolute, when I mean the people, Nigerians who have the right, the power to hire and fire in terms of voting, until they are resolute to do the right thing, the politicians will continue to write on their rights.
Well, haven't Nigerians been doing the right thing from them?
No, when I mean resolute,
Okay.
they should be ready to do what River State did in 2019.
And what did River State?
In 2019, the federal government then wanted to remove a wiki with federal might. But the people resisted with their blood. They stood their ground. In the heat of the electionary period, the voting day proper, a PDP return officer, agent, I mean to say, was shot dead. And this is a lecturer who just bagged doctorate degree. I could remember then, a wiki gave his family 200 million or so as compensation. The point I'm trying to make, no, I'm not supporting Wike because I don't like Wike's style of politics, but I use it to draw inference how the people can resist rigging. We saw women in that state stood their ground that this result, you must not change it, you cannot take it away until you announce it. Until we have Nigerians who are ready to stand like that and resist these demons. We are not going to get it right anytime soon until we decide that we must stand on the right path.
Now, apart from the oil sector, are there other achievements made by President Bola Tinubu?
You cannot say he have not made any achievement. That is the issue. Even currently, as we speak, you can clearly see what is his name, Bodejo, talking about the Yetiala chairman. He's in detention because the military accused him of banditry. For the first time in the history of Nigerian national democracy in 1999, we have seen a government that is bold enough
to even question allegation of banditry or criminal activity levied against Bodejo. So to that extent, I think it's a right step in the right direction. Though I'm not pronouncing it guilty because in Nigerian legal jurisprudence, one is innocent until proven otherwise by a court of competent jurisdiction. They have not been tried and found wanting. But at least the allegation against him of sponsoring or getting involved in banditry is under detention and investigation is going on.
All right, you've made mention of some of his achievements. Well, can all these achievements help him in the 2027 election?
No, if you're talking about 2027, he have no, in my own considered opinion, he have not done enough to earn him another tenure. Because even the president himself made it very clear that if he's not able to address the issue of power, that don't vote for me again. I mean, Tinubu himself. So I think Nigerians should be courageous enough to remind him that you told us that if you cannot address the issue of power sector, we should not vote for you again. Except, because he's still in the saddle anyway, except between now and 2027, he's able to address it where we can start having sustainable power supply in Nigeria. Because if you look at the problem of Nigeria as we speak, the reason the economy is on its knee is because we are not having sustainable power supply. If you look at the production sector, there's crisis. So if you are asking whether Mr. President is justified to come to Nigeria to ask for second term, in my considered opinion, he's not justified.
So why is the present administration experiencing sudden decline in security? Why? Because in the beginning, it wasn't like this. It was like the president was performing, but suddenly we started seeing issue of security deteriorating in the country.
No, the security, there are two angles to it. If you look at what is on the front burner currently, it is a case of Fulani wreaking havoc in people's farms. And this is not far-fetched because this is purely farming season. I think that best explain the reason it is rampant. But looking at what the government ought to do that they have not done in terms of addressing security, it doesn't matter the opinion of the Mr. President. It behoves of Mr. President to address the issue of insecurity because he has sworn an oath to protect lives and property. And Mr. President goes by the name of the President and the Commander of the Armed Forces. And as we speak, every security architecture, their head, the buck rests with Mr. President. Even the governors that go by the name of the governor and the chief security officer of their respective states do not parade any security power. We have been yearning that security architecture should be rejected as a way of removing some power from the federal government to give some to states to enable them parade some level of security power. If, as we speak, if you needed to address the issue of insecurity in Lagos State, you need to resort to IG of Police. The Commissioner of Police reports to him. The IG of Police reports to the National Security Advisor, who reports directly to Mr. President. So if you look at the chain of command, the governor have no role to play. And when there is security breach, some people want to blame the governor. If you want the governor to take some level of blame, give them some level of power to parade in terms of security. So for me, Mr. President must, as a matter of urgency and necessity, through the armed forces, acquire monopoly of coercive power. As a country, it doesn't matter your opinion, money is not a challenge because I have not seen any time the armed forces ask for funding that they are not getting it. So the way it stands, since funding is not a challenge, we must, as a matter of necessity, acquire monopoly of coercive power. You must exercise that power over all your sovereignty. That's how to manage a country. Because you cannot tell me that in America, a Toji Bello with burn down military vehicle, wreak havoc, and as we speak, he's still moving freely. Even the military claim that they are closing on him, it did not record that he been arrested or his other prosecution. Under that circumstance, how do that convince me that Mr. President has the competence to manage the security of the country? And you are saying people should not be armed. We should surrender all our ability to fight to government to do it. Now everybody has surrendered that, and people are being kidnapped, maimed, killed. People are living at the mercy of the bandits. You can imagine. They are even saying we should not pay ransom. So the point is, as far as I'm concerned, the president have not done enough to earn a second term, and the governors do not share a reasonable percentage in terms of the failure of security because the system refuses to allow them parade on level of security power. So let us think out of the box by a way of rejigging our security architecture. I'm trying to bring a solution now. Then secondly, let us look towards technology. Because there's a lot surveillance drone can do. We saw how American government killed Soleimani in Iraq during the first time of Donald Trump. This is a military diplomat who America saw as a threat. But the point I'm making is that they waited for that man to leave an airport were taken out with register minimal damage and they struck. He was monitored through surveillance drone. So who said we cannot leverage on all this? And the funding is not a problem. So, Mr. President, the Office of National Security Advisor should get to work and get Nigerian secure.
One of our viewers said, give Tinubu 100 years, he will still do nothing. Yes. Would you subscribe to that?
I will not subscribe to that because there is dynamism in human being, and you cannot say you are seeing all about him because he's still in the saddle. But the point I'm making is, from what I'm seeing currently, they have not done enough.
They have not done enough. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank
Matthew.
you for having me.
All right, we appreciate your presence here, Mr. Matthew. We appreciate your contribution. Reverend Pastor, good morning to you.
Good morning,
Welcome,
Mr. Michael.
Good to see you once again.
You're welcome.
All right, it's the 11th.
Good morning, viewers. It shall be well.
It shall be well. It shall be well. Why are we not addressing the current crisis? Why are we talking about 2027 elections? Why?
The reason is this. We don't care. We are not bothered. We don't have feelings of how you feel. We don't care how you feel, what happens to you, how you survive. It's none of our business. Our business is ourselves.
Self-interest.
Self-interest. And that's just it. Only myself and myself alone. What happens to the people, others, doesn't matter to me. And that's just it. That is the system of Nigeria.
That's what the politicians are.
That's what the
just
self. Just self. And that is why what is happening is happening. Even if you cry from now till tomorrow, they don't care. And that is why, Mr. President, currently now, last time I told you people that Tinubu have already started campaigning. Didn't I say? I told you that Tinubu, Mr. President, have already started doing his campaign before 2027. So he's drawing every strategy of which he will do what? We become president. Tinubu doesn't mind to sell all Nigerians, including his own brothers. You understand? To become president in 2027.
I don't understand the language you use.
You will not understand. He understand. What I mean is that if it takes Tinubu, if Tinubu in 2014, you understand?
Is it 2019?
2019 thereabout. Yeah,
2023.
2014.
Okay.
During the 2014, 2012, and 13.
Okay.
If you watch, you will discover that Tinubu, I'm talking about the era of Jonathan.
Okay.
The era of Jonathan.
Okay.
If you watch the game that Tinubu played, you will see that Tinubu played a game pointing of today. And the same Tinubu know how to do what? To destabilize someone's government, which he did during Jonathan time. I don't know, people will say, evangelist, why do you always go back to this? If Tinubu can organize and pump money and deceive people for protest because of the price of fuel, 120 naira, in order to remove subsidy, and you can promote such protests, Tinubu, under your regime, your watch, and you are the Minister of Petroleum. Now we are buying fuel how much? And if anybody rises to protest, you find means to stop that protest. That is to tell you that he is self-centered person. He doesn't care how you feel. And another thing is this. Why I said he's ready to sell his own brothers, and now Fulanis have said, because they are the one that gave him that position. In 2023, he didn't win election. You and I vividly know. And Yakub, who gave him the mandate, the INEC boss, now has been removed because the Northerners are now going against his own system of government. They are going against him. They are plotting against his downfall come 2027. So the person that announced the result, that put him there, he have removed that person because the person is from the north. So he has planted his own brother, the person that will give him what he wants. That has been the system of Nigeria. You understand? The person that will give him the result. It is not our vote that counts. It is what they decide that counts. And now the Northerners now are kicking against him. So he's drawing plan, every strategy that will put him in 2027 in that same position. That is what he's doing. And let me tell you, now in Oyo State, they have allowed Sharia in the history of the Yoruba that I know. I've not seen Yorubas, practicing Sharia law. I'm talking about the Yoruba Muslims. I don't know if you come from the background of Islam, but the ones I know, I school here. Do you understand me? I schooled here in Lagos. If I'm not mistaken, this is my 28 to 29 years. So I'm not a baby. I'm supposed to be one of the this thing in Lagos. If Nigeria is a place where system is working. Do you understand me? So, as I was saying, Tinubu is ready to sell anything sellable to make sure he get to that place. And that is why in time of security, look at when they lay hand on a Fulani. What did Mr. President do? He sent marching order. But the same people has been causing havoc, even to his own people, the West, the Westerners. All over Nigeria, they have been causing pains to people. Has Tinubu ever made a comment, utter the word? No. Did he do anything to curb all this? No. Have you ever seen Mr. President say this or that person? Apart from I listened to one of the analysts, Mr. Matthew, that left here. He pointed only one thing, and that which is body. But here, am I correct? Yeah, the mighty Allah body job. You understand? That was the only thing Tinubu has, achieved in arresting him. Did he actually arrest him, or he give him a place of peace to rest, relax, and enjoy his money? What happened to his children? What I mean by children, those of his boys that he has legally in his own arms, wings, empowered with the guns that are terrorizing the nation. What happened to those ones? Have they been arrested? Have they been talked to? Have they been addressed? No. Has Mr. President have ever said anything concerning them? No. You understand? But now they lay hand, the Urome. Remember, they have been causing havoc in Urome. Yeah. Do you understand? They triggered this thing
Before that jungle justice.
before the jungle justice.
Yeah.
Now, when the jungle justice now took place, Tinubu sent marching order. Now, I want to ask, does it mean that it's only Fulanis that are supposed to live in this country? Or they are the ones that own this country? Or they are the ones that have the rights? Let me tell you, it is because it is Yoruba and Hausa that have been ruling. Let me tell you, the Yorubas, I want to use this opportunity to say this. Yorubas are the ones that make Hausa to feel superior in this country. Yorubas. They are the ones that make Hausas, the Fulanis, to feel that they are untouchable in this country. And that is why they know that in the side of the Igbos, we can't take such a thing from them, and that is why that hatred remains there. And Yorubas are where you giving them the kudos. You go soon shell. So be Hausa now don't they carry gun. Hausa now don't they provoke. You go soon enter Yoruba. Then go see waiting we saw that makes us say no to these Fulanis. Mr. President, now look at the tax reform. They have danced and danced and danced to make sure that they dance to the tune of the Fulani so that he can get votes 2027. Tax reform. It is supposed to be that to be like that. No. And that is why I say, let them try me. Somebody like me. That's why they are afraid of Igbo man. I'm telling you, I will put them to where they belong. Anyhow they want it. Baba, anyhow they want it. Baba, I am the #1 citizen of the country. I will treat them as one. Prove it to them that I am #1. And that is why they will know in the east, when they see those ones, not those ones that the Fulani give their mama pregnant, they born a hope of them. Fulani pregnanted the mama of Pitamba and the rest. That is Umi Franco. Soludo them and co. That is why you see them dancing to the music of the Fulani. The ones we voted, we give our this thing. We'll be saying Igbo born blood from the ancestors. You understand? They know that this one will not dance to their tone. Rather, this one will cause them pain. That is why they don't want those kind of people to come to power. They lead the election as their own way and make sure that those ones are being sidelined. Imagine a fourth person becoming number one. Kekereku say something they do for eyes when he announced that we hope most of them. Why didn't she go to clinic and clear her eyes very well before coming to sit?
All right, because of our time, we have to go. Thank you so much for your contribution today. Wow, you said a lot.
God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, we appreciate all the viewers, every viewers on the platform this morning for contribution on the program. Thank you. All right, in the comment section, I have Frank Prince. Frank Prince, you were saying something before? Let me quickly go through it. Okay, you said Monday is my birthday. Okay, happy birthday. Okay, Mr. Michael, Monday is your birthday. Long life, good health, and prosperous. Yes, thank you so much, Frank Prince. I really appreciate that. Taiwan Lade also is in the comment section. We have David Okafa in the comment section. We have Pius Onye Kaba in the comment section, as well as Jacob Adedeji. You're welcome, Jacob Adedeji also joined us this morning. We have Mr. P. Mr. P, thank you for joining us. Omoregbe Igbi Noba. May I tell you that that person has called me Omoregbe Igbi Noba. The person is currently around the Ajao Estate. We'll be meeting the person around that in that axis. Omoregbe Igbi Noba. That's information I want to pass to you now. The person called me before the program, so he's currently around the Ajao Estate. After the program, I'll be meeting him as regards that issue we discussed. All right, Baba Yaga, God bless you for joining us today. We appreciate you. Udeze Chima, the chief, thank you so much for joining us. Also, Akim Additional Bada, all the way from Finland, is also here with us this morning. Not forgetting Nnamdi Oanosi, watching us from Netherlands. We say thank you so much for joining us this morning. Victor Otabo, we appreciate your presence this morning. Love Daniel also joined us. Lady G, beautiful Lady G, joined us this morning. Jude Obuji, we appreciate you. T also joined us in the comment section. We appreciate you. Kate Perry too joined us all the way from India. We appreciate you. Not forgetting Andrew Ogunjimi in the UK. We appreciate you for joining us. Henry Okoro also is here with us. I wonder why people take these two guys so serious. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Thank you so much for joining us, Henry Okoro. Many viewers. Nathaniel Abu Amos, we appreciate you too, and others. Please, if I didn't call your name, please just know that we love you and we appreciate your presence. Sylvester, we appreciate you as well. Cosmos, thank you so much. Love Daniel, we appreciate you. Kingsley Smith in the United Kingdom, thank you so much for joining us. All right, all the viewers, we say thank you. We'll be meeting tomorrow as the weekend edition of City Stand. Michael Adekunle is signing out, and I say, please stay safe and have a good weekend. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye.
Thank you for thanking us. Olua, we never walk alone. Mori
And they gave him presidential and made him the Islamic scholar president. You can use all the things he has to they so frustrated the Hausas. All the Fulani so frustrated the Hausas. The Fulani is never there.